Hi everyone, it's Shannon and welcome to today's video. So today's video, I'm very excited because there is yet another new foundation coming out. This one is from One Size and this is the Turn Up the Base Full Beat Liquid Foundation. Now this is going to be a full coverage, I think soft matte foundation, and this is totally up my alley. I love soft mattes, I love full coverage. Now this one looks to be really full coverage and quite thick, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited. So again, this is coming out. It is going to be on the Sephora app on September 23rd and then available, I think, online and maybe in store on September 24th. It's going to be $44, which given the prices of the foundations recently, I think is a good price, especially for full coverage. You know, the Patrick Ta is $58. The Huda Beauty was good price. Same, you know, it's 1 fluid ounce, which is standard. So I think 44, if it's a good foundation, is a good price given, you know, what's coming out right now. But yes, so here it is. I did get it early. This was sent to me by the brand. I didn't get the whole PR package like some people did. They got like the new sponge and like 3 shades. I was just asked if I wanted to try it and I picked out a shade and I was sent 1 shade. So the shade I picked out was Light 35N, and I was it is described as a light neutral undertones, and the one that I was between was the medium 10 neutral, so medium 10N, which is medium neutral undertones. Now there was the BB cream or BBB cream that or foundation that he had. I think it's being discontinued because it's 50% off on the One Size Beauty website and it's almost all the shades are gone. And it's full price on Sephora, but again, a lot of the shades are out of stock. So I think it's being discontinued. I really liked it. I just had the wrong shade and I never got the correct shade. So I didn't really wear it as often, but I really liked that foundation. But I was in the minority. So, but again, I like full coverage, and it wasn't full coverage, but it kind of was, but it was, I thought it was great. So I'm really excited about this one. I think this one's probably taking its place because this is also Turn Up the Base and that was also Turn Up the Base. But anyway, we're gonna try this one. Okay, so a little bit from the website. It says Turn Up the Base Full Beat Soft Matte Waterproof Liquid Foundation with only 16 ingredients. This longwear waterproof, sweatproof formula gives full coverage and max comfort to visibly blur and smooth without clogging pores. Transform the complexion with weightless full coverage that looks as good as it feels. Formulated with amino acid Lauroyl Lysine to prevent makeup breakdown, while 100% plant-derived emollients replace silicone for a soft matte finish that hugs skin all day. Then there's something interesting that I've never really seen with another foundation. It says the intentionality of our 16 ingredient formula allows full beat to layer with all types of primers. So like water-based or silicone-based, the soft matte finish can be set and customized to your preference with the ultimate setting powder and On Till Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray as desired. So I'm not wearing a primer today and I'm not doing a setting spray. That setting spray is amazing. Like it is, but it is waterproof, but it is amazing. But I wear it when I need something to be waterproof. But I actually do. I actually have the setting powder. I got a little tiny sample through Sephora. I got the pink, so I'm gonna put that under my eyes today and try that. But yeah, so this is a primer. Its first ingredient is water. It doesn't have silicone, so my thought was, okay, it's good, you wanna wear a water-based primer, but it states specifically that you can wear it with either type of primer, which I've really never seen a formula foundation say that. I'm not gonna use a primer today, but I am curious to try it with some silicone-based primers to see if it works, but not gonna do that today. Again, there's 38 shades. I have the shade Light 35N. Let's see if it's a match. Okay, so here it is, and you can see it's pretty thick, like it's not even dripping at all. So I think it's gonna be a good match. I don't have any sort of tan on my face or anywhere right now, so, which is kind of normal, but I think it's a pretty good match. So again, these aren't in store. I'll probably see if I really like it. I'll probably see if there's another shade. Probably the medium would be good when I have a tan, but I think for right now, this is a good match. Okay, so I'm gonna pump it out on my hand so you can kind of see the thickness, and it's a good thickness. You can see where it's not really dripping. So definitely going to use a damp sponge to apply this because I think that just helps make it, if it's a little too thick, make it, you know, not cakey, I guess you would say. Okay, so that is actually really beautiful. It is truly a soft matte where it's matte, but it's not flat. I think it's a good shade match, and I pumped way too much, so I was like a full pump, and I still have product left over. So, but I think the coverage is absolutely gorgeous. So let me go outside really quick and just film. It's overcast, so it's really dark anyway, but I'm gonna just do some footage with my iPhone. Okay, so here is the side with the foundation, and here's the side without. I think it looks gorgeous. So I'm gonna go and do the rest of my face. And now I'm just gonna do the rest of my face and with the foundation. But again, I am so far, as far as the coverage and the initial look of it, I really like it so far. Okay, and here is the full face, no powder. And honestly, I am gonna set it because I always set it with like at least a light dusting, but I feel like if you have dry skin, you may not even need to set it because it feels like it's drying down. Like even on my hand, I can tell that it's starting to dry down on its own. So let me go back into the natural light on my iPhone and film there. Okay, so here is the foundation. I just have the foundation on, no concealer, no powder, nothing. I think it's gorgeous. I'm just loving it. So let me go back and finish my face. Okay, so I'm back. I did just put a little bit of concealer on. What I'm gonna do now is I have my Huda Beauty Easy Bake, and I am going to just powder lightly half the face except the under eyes, and just so that you can kind of see what it looks like with and without powder. Again, I don't have the translucent powder in the one size, otherwise I would use that. But I'm just gonna do a light dusting, and I don't even think it's needed, but I do wanna set it just a little bit. And as far as being waterproof and sweatproof, probably gonna get to be able to test that today because it is storming. It's supposed to storm all day today, and I might even work out today with this, which I normally don't do. Usually I work out before and then do the test, but I just wasn't able to do that. So not really much of a big difference with the powder. Again, I just did a light dusting of powder, which is usually what I do when I do like a foundation wear test. But let me go ahead and finish the face, and then I'll come back and we'll do the under eye powder. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in, and this is the Ultra Pink. I got it, again, this was like a sample if you spent a certain amount of money, and I think it was, I can't even remember what I bought. It was recently, but I think it was when I got the Bobbi Brown foundation. So I'm just going to do a light dusting again under the eye and see a difference with the pink powder. I'm curious how this sets, if it sets well, and then also with the Ultra Bright Pink. But let's see. I see a little bit of a brightening effect. It's hard to see it here, but I definitely see a little bit of a brightening effect from here to this eye. So I'll just do a little bit more, and I don't put a lot of powder under the eye because I'm 48 and it's just gonna age me. So I just do a very light dusting to set the concealer, but that is it. But I'll continue testing this. Again, this is a really tiny little sample, but I love that I was able to get this and try it out. But yeah, so far I like it. And then I also got one shade of the Milk Makeup Cooling Water Jelly Tint Lip and Cheek Blush Stain. This came out, I think, earlier this year, or maybe late last year, I think earlier this year, and they had like 4 shades, and they're coming out with 2 new shades. So I was sent one of the new shades. I was sent Fizz, which is a soft peach, and they're coming out with Fresh, which is a soft pink. So I hadn't tried this. I didn't try it when everybody was like raving about it and it went viral, and it's $24. Everybody seemed to like it. It's really interesting because it is kind of like jelly. It really is like jelly. So I figured I'll try it today. This is, again, a soft peach, and we'll just show you. You can see definitely a soft peach here. And I did hear like not to put this, I think you're not supposed to put it like directly on your cheek. So I'm gonna use a brush. I'm afraid to use it because I do know like it does. I did see that it did stain. So let me put this on, or maybe I should put it. I don't know. Let's see if it works. Put it here and see if it blends out. But I know everybody was really loving these, so it is really cooling. Okay, so I did actually go back and go straight to the cheek and then just blended it out. It was fine. You just have to, I think, work fast. And let me put it on my lips to see. Again, I've always talked about this. I don't like the products that do both, but we'll try it. But I love the color. It's definitely like a true soft peach. It's very pretty, very natural. I really like it. So on the lips, it's, I think, good. You know, nothing to write home about. Actually, I don't really like it on the lips. Forget it. Don't. It kind of feels very drying, but do like the color on the cheeks. And this is the shade Fizz, which is a soft peach. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup, just put a little bit of, you know, probably one and done shadow and some brows, mascara, and then come back. Okay, so I am back, and here is my just kind of quick look. Again, really like this this cheek tint. Like, I can see why. And then look how much it stained my arm. Like, it's definitely a stain. So I'd be curious. I like the peach, and I'd be curious to pick up the new one, the soft pink. So maybe I will pick up that in the Sephora sale. But so far, I really like it. I love the foundation. This is my type of foundation. It's matte. A soft matte, it's full coverage, seems very comfortable. So if it wears well, this is I will say my favorite is, I've talked about it, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter. This is gonna give it its run for money if it lasts. So I will kind of do my wear test, and I will come back at the end of the day. Okay, so I just filmed that one piece, and this is what my foundation looks in natural light. Again, it's really cloudy today. It's raining. I'm not sure if you can hear the thunderstorms, but I love how it looks. Absolutely love it. Okay, so this is 2 hours in, and honestly, it looks like I just applied the makeup. I really love the cheek thing too, because that's actually really good. But the foundation looks great. It is so humid right now, but it looks really great. Okay, it's a little less than 4 hours in, but I'm about to work out. So I really wanted to do a check-in now before I work out, because really gonna get to test if it's sweat proof. I'm working out at home and on a Peloton, but I do sweat, hopefully. So, but this is the check-in right now. Still looking great. Just really looking great. Okay, it's pouring outside, so I can't go outside. I just worked out, and definitely sweat-proof. This stuff is sweat-proof. I didn't sweat too bad. I was inside, but I was on my Peloton. I did about a 45-minute workout, and I was very careful not to touch my face. But yeah, this foundation's good. Okay, so it's already dark. It's already dark outside, but yeah, this is, I guess, about 6 hours in. It looks great. It's covering a little bit here, but again, I did work out. But I'm trying to see if I can get, like, it's like my night light at the front of my house. But I'm really impressed so far. So do my final check-in and then my recap. Okay, so I have now been wearing this for almost 9 hours. It is almost 11 o'clock at night. I'm about to film, but it looks great. It looks great. Even my husband commented that it looked good. So I'm really excited about this foundation. I'll do my recap now, but really excited about this foundation. Okay, so it is almost 11 o'clock at night. I have been wearing this now for almost 9 hours. So I put it on around 2. And I have to say, this foundation is, like, so far, my first impressions of this wear test is fantastic. Now, this is a foundation made for me. I love, like, full coverage, and I love soft matte, and it's just worn really, really well. Like, I have some breakage around here. Like, I have this, like, little wrinkle, like chin wrinkle, but for the most part, and that's without a primer, without any setting spray, and very light dusting of powder. So I am really excited about this foundation. And I have to say, usually when I try on foundation, I kind of know, like, okay, it's not gonna, it's not gonna, compete with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter. This is gonna compete with my airbrush. Like, this might replace that foundation for, like, special events, because it's just that good. So I am really excited about this. Again, this is a foundation this is my preference, but it's gorgeous. Yeah, so I'm really excited about trying this. There's been so many foundations, and I actually have like 2 skin tints that I haven't even gotten around to filming. And I need to do a foundation roundup because there's just been so many foundations that I've gotten recently and reviewed. So I really need to do a foundation roundup. But I'm pretty sure this is one's going to be at the top of the list. But yeah, $44, goes on sale September 24th on the app, exclusive September 23rd. So the only thing I would say is just look at, I had heard that they run really light. So that's why I was kind of between the light 35N and then the medium. I ended up going with the light 35N, which I think was a good match for me. But that's the only thing is I think maybe if you're unsure about your shade, try and go in store to match. But I like it. So with that, if you like this video, click like, click and subscribe. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. I'm going to bed. Well, I'm going to wash my face and then go to bed. Bye, everyone.